Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Space Haven. I am literally picking it up right where I left off last episode. We're still working on building this ship, if you can call it that. Unfortunately, yes, I build straightforward boxes and cubes. There are some folks that build these really fascinating and beautiful and wondrous ships. They have imagination. I am not a person who is ever blessed with imagination. If you've ever seen any of my other videos, you would know that. Everything is simple, straightforward, blocky. So, what are we going to do today on this ship is we're going to find, they changed everything and now I can't find it. Facilities, power, resource, system. There we go, this is what we're looking for. We're going to start installing some system stuff on here. Now again, I'm just going to open this up and I'll just bring up temperature. That's usually a good one. I'll bring up an overlay. So as you can see, I've got things that are ordered and being built. So first thing we want to make sure we have in here, hyperdrive. Now if I did my calculations correctly, it would fit in here, but it looks like I miscounted something because I am 2 blocks short. Oh, that's... that's no good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have to move this blueprint. We're going to have to just move a few things around here. Remember which button rotates, cow, you'll be all set. And move this. Oops, I think I just deleted it. No big deal. Let's bring up this. I want to see edit. Sketch. Oh, I can't believe I screwed this up. Okay. Remove hull. We're going to have to bring this hull back in a bit and bring this out a bit. Before I do that, is this built or ordered? Move this. This is part of the reason why I like to take a lot of time building here, because it's very easy to make simple mistakes, and simple mistakes can be all it takes to completely mess things up. We'll just put you up here for now. I'm going to move this later. What do I have here? Oxygen generator. Please keep the temperature overlay on. Thank you. Thermal regulator. Light. This has to be kept. I'm just going to remove that light. So now we're going to have to go back to what I was saying. I'm going to have to remove hull. I'm just going to take it back from here. Take that section of hull out. And I'm going to have to take... I'm going to have to take this whole section of hull out. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to be there. That's going to be a problem. Okay. And what we'll have to do is edit this hallway. So what we'll do is we'll take those out and add on this side and there. I'm going to have to move whatever that is. Or just delete it for now. Okay, so we'll start with that. So I have to bring this out 2 blocks. I'm actually going to want to remove this section of hull here. Oops. Here as well. Okay. And who's my workers and are they working? I have a small pod moving over here. Okay, I got a small pod come over here. He should start taking the hull out. Yeah, I'll start seeing the hull disappear. Let's pick this up to speed here. So I needed to come out 2 squares. Plus 1 for the wall. I'm just going to sketch the rest of that out the same. So I don't mess it up again. There we go. Took that piece out, put these ones in. Now we're kind of linked up a little bit. So what we got to do here is we have to build. Slow it back down to slow speed here. I don't want these guys running at full tilt until I get stuff laid out. Under airlock, I want a spacesuit locker here. They seem to have changed the spacesuit locker design. Oh, that's locker. I don't want the locker. I want the doorway. That's under wall. Spacesuit door. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and we need to stick it right there. And for added protection, I'm going to put a second door behind it. And we're going to go to furniture, and I'm going to put a wall light in between them. Wall light there. Power. Stick a wall node into this corner, which will allow us to connect everything up. Now this room here is for the recycler. And this room here is for the system hyperdrive, if I can find it. Hyperdrive, there we go. Why are you red now? Cannot build here because this power node is in the way. Move that node, please. Up here. I gotta wait for them to move that node now. They weren't supposed to build it. Also, we go up to walls, and we're gonna put a door in this hallway. Can I please have my overlay back so I can see my things? Thank you. Wall in that hallway. Now the idea is, of course, I put the redundant door in there because these rooms tend to be very uncomfortable. They need the spacesuit door to get in. And I don't want them coming in here with air at all. So we'll come out of this. And once this door is done being built, we can set its properties. Now they are building the shuttle pods over here. What I'm going to do also is resource recycler. Make sure you build this right away. I want to leave enough room for the door to come through so they can walk around it, but that's as tight as I want to put it. So they have room to walk around it. There's going to be other structures that go in beside it as I build the rest of this room out, but for now I need this built. Now they built the these two structures. I didn't want them built here, but they are built here now, so what I'm going to have to do is relocate this. Again, I want to make sure I leave a pathway through. Put that there. I'm going to click on this one, and again I'm going to move this one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want to keep the pathway here through here. I want to get this area here where those two are, I want to get that moved out because I will have to start putting some power grid in here. And I still have to put a hull stabilizer in here. Okay, so they moved that. So now what we can do is, now for the third time we're going to try this. System please, thank you. And hyperdrive, can we please stuff the hyperdrive in here? There we go. You need to have a couple of squares of space so they can walk around it. You'll also want lighting and whatnot in this area because your people will have to see. I usually do is keep the vent closed on this room, or I'll keep the vent open and I'll let it oxygenate, but I don't like to keep too much air in this room if I don't need to. But then again, people don't usually go into this room, so they have to go in to do stuff. You can do is put a spacesuit door, if you really wanted to, put a spacesuit door in here, and then they could access this and say, okay, spacesuit required in this room, and then you don't have that problem. I don't really have the space here for a spacesuit door because you have to have a 3 wide T to put one in, and I don't have that without making a funky connection to the wall there. Okay, so they moved those. What we're going to do is we're going to grab a hull stabilizer. And under power, we're going to grab the level 2. I don't normally build the level 1 power generators unless I have no other choice, but level 2 power generators produce a little bit more power, and if you can stuff one in. What do I got? Oh, I got a crap, I put that in the wrong spot. You can go there. Probably gonna have to move this light as well. Okay, try that again. Power generator. There we go. Now you saw that little message that popped up, said hull stability achieved. That means our ship now will start generating hit points. As long as this starts getting power, it will start generating essentially hit points, which means that now the ship is starting to come online. The power grid is going in. Which will be the next most important thing to put on. And of course we got to start hooking up a little bit more of this power grid. So let's grab these links and we'll link that, switch to this one, and we'll link that there. And we'll grab this guy and we'll link here and here. The reason I want at least 2 links to every connection, it helps to control your power flow in and out. Now I'm going to have the generator here is going to link to both these 2 nodes, but this node is also going to lead into the crew compartment, which I'm going to start building next. So what we'll do now is we'll come up here to life support, and we want facility. The first thing I'm going to want is the toilet. Now I usually try to do is wall this off. Like this, and then what I'll do, can you just stop building for long enough for me to do stuff, please? Thank you. I'll take out a corner and I'll put in a door. Then they can watch everybody poop, and that way I have enough room in here to put in a light and a heater or a vent if I need one. Now the next step you want under life support, put a gas scrubber in this area. Very close to your kitchen if possible. Now this area here is going to become expanded this way, so I'm just going to put that here so I can build this way later. What we'll do is we'll grab our kitchen. As I find it, there we go, our kitchen. And I'll flip the kitchen in here, like so. They will set fire to the kitchen. Unless they change that, they will set fire to the kitchen constantly. So keep that in mind. Now, at the kitchen area, you want to have a dining area. It doesn't have to be really fancy right now, because the folks will basically utilize it as they need to. So there's a 4-seater table. I only have a crew of 4. I don't need any bigger than that. And then once I get a few more of these walls built, I'll throw in a wall light here so that it shines in this area. Now what we will do is we'll grab walls, and again I'm going to put some walls in behind this, but I'm going to give space. I want to leave 2 spaces so I can put some stuff against that wall, and I'm going to take it straight over here, and then we'll do is we'll go to furniture, and the crew is going to get really kind of Spartan living quarters for the time being. Just basic straight up bunk beds. Once the walls are built, I'll put in the lights and facilities for that. Really isn't much else that's going in here except a couple of power nodes, and I'm just going to put the in-floor power nodes in here. So we're going to turn that back on and let them continue building. Now, here's where the big problem is. At this point in time, you will notice that you are very low on resources. I've almost used up all the hull blocks and scrap that I had. I've probably used up all the raw materials I had. So now I have to focus my builds on what is important and needed to progress in the story here. Again, that's where it's very easy to go crazy and build and build and build and build. But then you have to realize it's like, I still need a few things. So one of the last things that I will need, I absolutely must have before I continue onward, is I need a navigation console. Now for now, I'm going to put it into the hangars room. This will get moved once I get to building a bridge. Sorry, my recording software is having a lot of issues with this game lately. Ever since I started playing it again, it keeps cutting off on me here. This will get built, and I'm going to put this as high as priority as I can. I need this and this built before I can continue onward. I must have this, and I need this built, highest priority. Basically, I've been trying to keep the building down to just the essentials. Theoretically, they should have enough material to build all of these things if the settings are correct on the start menu. I've never had it where I didn't have enough to build everything that I've ordered here. Because I haven't actually added anything that was seriously extra than you normally would build. I haven't even put plant pods in yet, and that has to be done, but I don't want to do that until I am certain that I have navigation and hyperdrive in place. The problem is we're also running out of water very quickly. I've got 3 waters and I've got 10 ice, and that is it. But what I can start doing is turning off some of the grow projects, so keep your eye on when things are done being grown here. Okay, let's stop that. I want to stop these grow projects so they stop trying to use these beds, stop watering them. And hopefully we won't run out of water before we move onward. Infra blocks. I am in dire need of infra blocks. I need hull blocks for this. That's not good. I don't really have any hull blocks I can part with right now. I haven't ordered anything outside of what is essential. Okay, well, we'll start by dismantling a few things here. What is this? Item fabricator is needed, but the microweaver isn't. We can dismantle that. Oxygen generator is kind of needed. Are you wasting infra blocks on building tools? Okay, the power grid is thank you. Power grid is online for what it's worth. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I can do away with on this craft, because I need 4 hull blocks, and I think I have no choice but to just cannibalize it from the hull itself. Yes, you must be prepared to do whatever it takes. So we're just going to remove 4 blocks of hull and hope that that is enough. No, it's not sleepy time. It's build the ship time, guys. Yeah, I've got a dead zone right here in the middle. I am going to literally, I'm just going to put a main power node right in the middle of the floor here. Like that. It's a little expensive, but hopefully it should give us all the power we need. Assuming we can actually build it. This needs info block, this needs info block. This needs hull block. You took those 4 pieces of hull. Did you not get 4 pieces of hull block back? And the next thing I want to do is click on this ship and click on transfer. I want to start transferring the remainder of all the food, water, and other supplies over. So this ship gets emptied out on everything. We're going to just trim another little piece of the ship off here and see if this gets us our hull blocks that we need. Go on, you should have some inventory in here. There's 1 hull scrap. That's 1 hull scrap out of all of that hull. That's no good. I need more than 1 hull scrap. Where else can I peel a little hull out of here? You're supposed to pick up blocks, guys. The drop rate on the hull is way too low. This needs 1 hull block to finish as well. This isn't good. This needs 4 to finish. I don't know where I can get more material. Have to keep cannibalizing until we find something that works. Like I kept everything as minimal as possible. They must have cut back on the resources you had, because I mean normally I had 2 of these starter ships, these little salvage ships. And I don't know, do I still need hyperdrive to transfer to the next sector? Because if I, like you think you would. Well, let's try this. We're going to do is we're going to transfer everybody over and let them sleep on this thing. I'm going to transfer everybody over to the other ship. It's not functional yet. It's not even warm or comfortable. They're going to be complaining about living in spacesuits and having dirty underwear because they can't even build a toilet. But I have no abilities to build this. I need that resources. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to transfer all of these pods now. Unfortunately, it didn't build this last pod. which may mean that I'm going to lose a mining pod here. Because if I can't transfer it over, and I don't think I can keep it, and if I come back to this sector, it's gone. I believe that's the way it normally works. It could stay here, I don't know, it might not destroy, but I don't know. It's assuming I can actually leave this sector, because if I can't even do that, I could be totally screwed. I could be at a point where there's no way I can do anything. I have to totally restart. And that won't be acceptable either, but we'll see what happens here. So, what if I click... Okay, first let's click this and transfer. Make sure there's everything is here. Select all and transfer it. I want everything transferred off of that. No, stop using this. Stop utilizing these facilities. Pack your crap up. It's time to go. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't think it'll jump without it, but I don't know what else to do here. So we'll go... Prepare for hyperjump. Errors. Not enough functional hyperdrives. Yeah, that's what I thought. Crap. Crap. What am I gonna do? Alright, well, we'll turn the power back on. I don't know what else to do here. I mean, without being able to transfer out of this sector, I'm kind of screwed. I mean, if these guys would come down to visit, we might have a chance. Because they might have some metal or materials or something, because I need to get up here and mine these resources. Because I got some base metals and Hyperium, and there's a Cult of New Haven ship who I think came down and traded with me once before. So we'll see. Because if, yeah, honestly, I think if the Cult of New Haven ship doesn't come down and trade with me, and I get enough material to build 4 hull blocks, I'm kind of screwed. Actually, I need 6 hull blocks. Because I need 4 more for this and 1 more for this, so 5 more hull blocks, and then I have to start being able to replace the parts of the hull that I had to dismantle, and I need numerous of the I need a bunch of the infra blocks as well. You guys are all happy and smiles, but I'm sorry, guys. Unless I can get stuff together here, you're not going to make it off this planet. Are you still wasting water on these? Okay. I'm letting this run for a while here, but as you can see, I'm slowly running out of resources completely now. I'm down to 6 ice. I've got a lot of folks running around with poopy pants right now. A bad case of diaper rash going around. And I need hull blocks to be able to leave. I am short, literally, just by the hull blocks. There's only 2 things I can do right now. 2 choices. I can let this run and hope, you know, that one of the trade ships that keep passing through this sector over here decides that they want to pop down into our sector. Unfortunately, they don't normally do that because a lot of these guys follow regular routes, and occasionally one will come in here, but not very often. The other thing I can do is what I'm probably going to have to do. I mean, I could let it run and hope that everybody doesn't die before one comes here. Basically, that's one choice. The other choice, which is what's probably going to have to happen, next episode, we're going to start again. Because I misjudged how big of a ship I can start with. I misjudged substantially how big of a ship I can start with. I was pretty certain that I had a bigger ship like this than this when I did my last playthrough, but I also had 2 of these ships for starting with, and I think that made the difference. I am literally short 5 hull blocks. So, thanks all for watching, kids. Hope to see you on the next episode where we start from scratch all over again. This is one of the greatest things about this game. It's all it takes is a minor miscalculation on your behalf, and it's game over. Thanks for watching. Good night for now.